Hello everybody, welcome to Drost Drafting Services and our demo of the layout program. This was written out of mostly frustration out of creating layouts within AutoCAD, right-clicking, copying, pasting, moving, and all of the issues that go in with that. So we created our own to simplify this. So for those familiar with the layouts and how they work in AutoCAD, obviously if you have your last layout and you want to make a copy of it, you right click on it, you move or copy, you drag to the bottom, move it to the end, create a copy, hit OK. It's not on my list. I got to scroll down here. I find 22 point there, my new one. Now I wait for it. I rename it. Let's say we'll call this one 23.0. And now I go in and I do my attribute edit on my drawing and I change what I need to change. And I hit OK, and then I still do my panning and zooming, obviously, to get my new layouts and my new viewport set up. Now, what we have done, let's go back to where we were, is the layout command, and this is available for sale for anybody that wants to use it. It will work in the AutoCAD 2021, which I'm using, but it has been tested all the way back to, I believe, 2009, 2010. So it should work on pretty much every system. If not, I will tweak it to make sure that it does. But looking at the command and the dialog box that goes with it, what you're going to see is a quick way to activate a specific layout. So all of the layouts in the drawing are listed in this listing in reverse order because you typically work from the last layout moving, to the end. So we've reversed this to make it even a little quicker. So if you want to activate layout number 19.0, it will find 19.0 for you. It will activate it, and there you are. If you want to go back to where we were, let's go back to 22 we want. Okay. Now, where the heart of this really is in duplicating layouts and in making things faster that way. So the main purpose of this routine is to copy a layout. Now, right now, this is set to copy layout number 22 after 22. I can tell it to copy any layout after any layout that I want to. It just so happens that layout 22.0 is the one that is active, so it uses that as the default. But we can override that if we want to copy 16.3 after 16.3. We can do that as well. But in this routine, let's just stay at the end. And we are going to do it. And one more option, we're going to make it current when we're done. So what this will do is we will do it. It's going to say, what do you want your new layout to be? We're going to call it 23.0. It takes 22.0, copies it to 23.0 to the end. And we have set it up so that it activates the attribute edit command on the drawing border. And this might take a little tweaking for your company to get the drawing border name that's being used, but it's a very simple add, very simple manipulation to the code. And in this case, we are going to simply call it whatever. We're going to give it a different name, whatever we want to call it, plan elevation sections, whatever. But all of the other information is carried across from the previous layout. So I hit OK. Now again, you're going to see here our fields automatically update. We use fields for the layout tab name. We use fields for the project name, project location, and some other information. So those don't need to be edited, but obviously these do because they'll change from room to room. Other issues or other items within the layout command, if you're in layout, somewhere out in oblivion way out here, instead of canceling out, typing in M space or coming over here and trying, hitting the model button, if you've already created things and you want to go back to model space, to edit the elevation, you can literally just hit activate model space and you will go back to model space. And other buttons within this, we can activate the first layout, and that's usually the cover sheet for us. Not always, but most times it's a cover sheet. So if there's anything that needs to be done in here, you can easily go to the cover sheet. And the reason this is important is because not all of your layouts will typically fit across the scrolling of the bottom. I got a pretty large monitor here, pretty big precision on my scaling, and I'm still not seeing everything. There are ways of creating multiple lines on this and doing things like that to take up some more screen space. So instead of scrolling and finding and zooming back and forth, we just use this to do it. If I want to go back to the last layout, hit that button, and it runs a little slow on a larger file because we've got a pretty big drawing here. But now you can see we're back to layout 23.0. Now, we have also built in what I call the previous layout and the next layout. And this is usually run from the command line, but we can do it here. But I'm on layout 23.0. Let's say I want to go to 22.0. I type in PLO. I will go to 22.0. PLO again. You'll see that it's following through. Now I'm down to 21.0. So I don't even have to type it in. If I just want to repeat the last command, now I'm at 20.0. So the idea with this is to kind of zoom through the layouts quickly to see what's going on, or if you want to if you're at the point of submittal and you want to just make sure that all of your viewports are fitting and you're making sure that all of your finish schedules are aligned and things like that. It's a quick way to just sit here and go quick, enter, quick, enter, get to the end, enter, exact. Now, because I'm at layout 23.0, that's the last layout, I can't move to the right anymore because there isn't anything left. There isn't anywhere to go, so it just tells you you're at the end. Back in the command, a couple more things in here. The zoom extents is something that I do at the end of every project before submitting it. Is we went through and we do an zoom extent, so you're not seeing all this white space. So our customers then, when they go in and look at any of the layouts for any reason, if they're publishing or printing or just going to do some editing, it's more of a convenience thing that we do just to make sure that everything is zoomed to extents. It also tests and makes sure that we don't have any stray lines or anything out there that's going to mess up any plotting or publishing. So instead of going to every one of these zoom extents, zoom extents, zoom extents, we just have a routine here. We pick that button and it just cycles through all of the layouts and does a zoom extents on all of those. We also have a rename layout command where you can come in here and let's say down here at the command line, I want to rename 23.0 to 23.1. And if you look down here, 23.0 has been renamed to 23.1. And that is more just a quicker way than actually right-clicking on it and hitting the rename. So this is a routine that is available to anybody. If you shoot me an email, give me a call, whatever, say, hey, I really like the layout command. How do I get a copy of it? We'll discuss it. For current customers, we do not even charge for it. We will provide it to you at no cost. Customers that do not do drafting with us, we do not do their drawings for them, and you do your own, you just want the routine itself. It's a $99 routine. You own the code, we get the code, and I will manipulate the code as needed to work with your drawing borders at no cost so that you've got that. So anyway, that is the layout program. For more information, please check out our website, Drost, D-R-O-S-T-S, drafting.com, or shoot me an email, scott@drostdrafting.com. Thank you. Have a great day.